y'all, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a review slash demo on this Maybelline Dream Cushion Fresh Face Liquid Foundation on the go, blah blah blah. This new foundation right here from Maybelline. It's the Cushion Foundation, obviously it's in the name, but it's just like the L'Oreal one. And so I haven't tried the L'Oreal one, and this one seemed really interesting, and I love Maybelline products, so I wanted to give this a try. So if you want to see my thoughts and how this looks on the skin, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's get down some of the little details about this foundation before we go into my thoughts. So the Maybelline website says that there are 8 shades, and I have the lightest shade, which is in the shade 10 Porcelain. And it kind of tricks you because it does not look like porcelain in the little pan thing. It definitely looks darker, but it pretty much is like my exact shade. I am so pale right now that it's kind of hard to find something that is as pale as I am but doesn't wash me out but also isn't like too dark. So I think this is a good in-between shade. So yeah, 10 Porcelain is my shade. So Maybelline's website says that it gives complete luminous coverage, and it is a foundation that puts fresh face perfection in the palm of your hand. So there's really, let's see if there's any claims. It really doesn't say much else on the website. All it says is that it gives complete luminous coverage for fresh faced perfection. So it doesn't have too many claims other than it just gives you luminous coverage. But before I put the foundation on, which is what I'm wearing right now, I went in with the primer, which is what I always do, and this is the One Heck of a Black primer. I just used it today because it's what I had on hand, to be honest with you, so I'm not really picky with primers. And I set the foundation with this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 120, I don't know, Classic Ivory. Just looks like this. I love this powder. I've used it a couple times on my channel. It's a really great setting powder without giving like too much coverage. So how I use this, and I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, is I will just take this stippling brush right here. Mine's extra dirty, but this is the Urban Studio Buffing 205 brush. I've used this many times and it just looks like this. And so I just don't even worry about this. This applicator is terrible. It just soaks up all the foundation and you don't get any on your skin, so would not recommend using that. But what I do is, like I showed in the demo, I just press it in here a few times, put it on my face, and go back as many times as I want. I have not tried this with a beauty blender or like any type of sponge, because I'm not that big of a fan of sponges, so I usually use brushes. So I want to kind of keep true with what I like by using brushes and to see if it did well with it. So I'll go ahead and show you the demo right now side by side, and as you can see, it gives, I would not say this is a full coverage foundation by any means at all. I would say it's probably light to medium-ish. And as you can see, like, I put a lot on. I feel like I went in on my face like this all like way too many times that I should have, and I feel like I just didn't get that much coverage. And looking up close to my face, and I'm sure you can see in the camera, you can, like, my blemishes and stuff are not covered at all. Like, you can see in this area right here, I have a few blemishes peeking through, and then right over here, and of course this one right here and right here. Like, it just doesn't cover the way I would want a foundation to. I love wearing full coverage foundations. That's what I wear on a day-to-day basis whenever I do wear foundations. I don't go for light coverage foundations at all, because when I wear foundation, I want it to be full coverage, flawless, or I'll just go without any makeup. So this is definitely a con of this, is that it is light to medium. I wouldn't even call it medium personally, but it is like lightish coverage. So that is one huge con of this foundation. So another con is the fact that it clings to dry patches, which I kind of mentioned in my Target haul, or Victoria's Secret Target haul, that it does cling to dry patches, and I'm standing by that. I do have dry skin right now because of my medicine, the Accutane or isotretinoin, and said that really weird. If you have oily skin, I don't think that you'll have a problem with this, but if you have like normal to dry skin, I don't know if you would like this, because I have dry patches on my face and it will cling to them and actually make the skin peel up. and like to where I can just like take the flake and take it off my face, and I do not like that. I do not like when foundations cling to dry patches, which a lot of them do, unfortunately. And so this definitely happens with this foundation right here. Like, I just put lotion on, or moisturizer, and then filmed the demo, and I can already see it's like clinging to some dry patches right here and right up here. I mean, it's just not cute at all. Not at all. That is another huge con, is the dry patches that it makes, and it just emphasizes if you have any dry patches at all, any little bit of dryness, it will cling to them, and it's just like your eyes just go directly towards that flaky spot. It's just so gross. So I would say one pro to this, which is probably my only pro to this foundation, is that it does look good on these places on your skin where it's not dry. So if you have oily to normal skin and you like light coverage foundations, I think you would really enjoy this, because as the day goes on, it really soaks into the skin, and your natural oils really take it over, and it really becomes one with your skin, and it does not look cakey at all, which I really enjoy. But I just cannot get over the fact that it is light coverage and it clings to my dry spots. So that's a big thing for me. And right now it kind of looks a little powdery on my nose, but if you've been watching my isotretinoin monthly updates or Absorica Accutane monthly updates, you'll know that I'm having trouble finding foundation that looks good on my nose, because I do have a lot of texture that's kind of coming out from the medication. So I'm not going to hold that against this foundation, because it is pretty much every foundation I'm having trouble with. But that's just another thing for me to pick out, I guess. Other than the fact that it clings to my dry patches and it is a light coverage foundation, I think it is a okay foundation. But I just can't get past those two things. So personally, I would not repurchase this. I will probably not wear this again until I get all of my medication and my skin goes back to normal. But that should be the summertime. By then, this shade will be too light for me. So I don't know. I might just give this to someone else to try, someone who has oily skin and just wants, like, you know, an even skin tone, something to kind of take away the redness but not give too much coverage, which is nice on a day-to-day basis. But for me personally, I give this a thumbs down. I do not like it. I would not repurchase it, like I said. But that's just personal preference. If you like this, I'm so glad. I like it too, other than those two cons that I gave. But usually Maybelline foundations do me real good, but this one, it was just a little bit of a letdown. Alright, so this is the end of the little review slash demo on this Maybelline Dream Cushion foundation. I forgot the name of it. I hope you found this helpful if you have the same kind of skin that I do, or if you don't, and maybe it helped you to make a decision on the foundation. And it never hurts to try something new. That's what I wanted to do, and that's how you know whether you like or don't like something. So please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this, and don't forget to like the video. And if you want to, you can click the little bell beside the subscribe button to be notified when I upload, if you just want to. And yeah, it would make my day. So if you have any more video requests or reviews that you want me to do on some products, just let me know down below or send me a message. I'll have all my social media listed down below, my Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, all that kind of stuff. So I hope you have a good week or weekend whenever you're watching this, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.